Alrighty, guys. So those were the packs. We got our Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, which I still just cannot get over. The Super XYZ Dragon Cannon, and a Super Return, and a Super Fiend Sanctuary. We're gonna crack open one of the decks just in case you guys don't exactly know what is in it. I know there have been plenty of openings. No, plenty of people have already opened this, but I honestly, this was probably the most psyched I've been for anything coming out in recent year. Honestly, Blue Eyes really needed it. It's a classic card. I know I'm just completely swept up by the nostalgia factor, but I mean, for some guys, that's almost like all there is. It's my favorite card, and I just really don't know what else to say. I've been psyched for the deck, and Azure Eyes looks absolutely sick. So I just had to buy 3 of these, and especially when I heard the value box came out with the Duelist Pack Kybes, it was just game over from there. So here's our deck. It comes with our official rule book and a very sick playmat, which I now have 3 of, thank God. Woo, that is actually really pretty. We got Blue Eyes right there, Azure Eyes right there. We got all our zones. I really love how they've been decorating the actual mats, unlike back in the day when they just give the traditional play mats, which I actually do miss because they're actually kind of hard to come by. A little strategy guide for how to play with the deck. Too bad Monster Reborn over there is banned already, but it'll definitely come back eventually, so it's a good reprint to have. Yeah, there's that. Comes in a little weird packaging now. That's okay. A little bulbous. And here is the deck itself. We have another Blue Eyes again. Thank God, to add to my collection. Little bummed out that they went with this art because there's already like so many reprints of it. We already have the Ultra from Legendary Collection 1 that looks like this, and even the structure deck, Dragons Collide, the art was just like this. Basically, all the Blue Eyes in recent year have been just like this, except for maybe the Anniversary pack. So there's our Ultra Blue Eyes White Dragon. Put everything to the side there. Ultra Azure Eyes Silver Dragon, which is really sick. I really just super happy to have my hands on these cards now. Is it an Ultra or a Super? I can't even. Our Maiden with Eyes of Blue, which the name just absolutely kills me, but I'll just stubbornly keep calling her Blue-Eyed Maiden, but really awesome card. Seriously, just the best card just the best card ever, honestly. Well, obviously not, but in my opinion, it's definitely probably up there in my top 5 favorite cards now, just because of her effect. And a super rare Dragon Shrine, which I was actually really sick about. I do kind of Tekken and Chaos Dragon sometimes. It's a little slow, but I have found some use for it in a lot of situations, so it's not a bad card. It's really awesome they printed it in Super. I'm really glad about that. I mean, we got 4 foils in total from the deck, which is really awesome. And let's go through all these commons now. So we have Rabbit Dragon, Alexandrite Dragon, and Luster Dragon, which is really awesome. And Flamvel Guard. I think it's really cool how they had all these vanillas in there. Vanilla monsters are definitely the best, especially when they're dragon types. And then here's another new card from the deck, Rider of the Stormwinds. Not a bad card, another 1-star Dragon Tuner. So it's definitely good with cards of consonants and whatnot. But it does have an okay effect, I guess. Basically what you can do is equip it to a normal monster, and if the normal monster were to be destroyed, you just destroy this card instead. So it's not too bad, but I mean, in a lot of the builds I've been trying for Blue Eyes, I have been trying a lot. I promise you a lot, ever since the support came out like a few months ago. It's hard to. Basically, I wouldn't really exactly run it at 3. Dark Storm Dragon is another pretty cool card, actually. Kaiser Glider, Heretic Dragon of Tefnut, which is a pretty awesome reprint. I have been needing some. Mirage Dragon, Divine Dragon of Apocryph, and the White Stone of Legend, another sweet reprint. I've definitely been needing these. Kaibaman, awesome card. Herald of Creation, a Kaiser Seahorse, interesting, and a Common Honest, which is super awesome. Honest has always just been an amazing card. It's really stupid and almost wins you games sometimes. If you've seen my Chaos Dragon video, that's literally the only reason I won that duel. But Really OP card, great to have in the structure deck. It comes with 2 Shining Angels, which is super, super awesome. In my kind of straightforward Blue Eyes build, I do run 2, so that's actually perfect. Get to search out for that Maiden, which is always awesome. Silver's Cry, which is actually one of my favorite cards from the structure deck. It's a very simple effect, but the interesting about it is the fact that it's quick play. Sorry about that, I wasn't really exactly reading the effect, but basically it's a monster reborn for dragon-type normals. And it's a quick play, so maybe if you get attacked and you don't want to revive like a Blue Eyes too quickly, or even like one of the cards in the structure deck, like Alexandrite or Rabbit Dragon, you can just set this your turn, and just in case you get attacked, prevent OTKs, anything like that, just kind of an inadvertent protection, I guess you could say. Burst Stream of Destruction, not too bad of a card, actually it's pretty bad, but it's pretty cool to have. Stamping Destruction, Wingbeat of a Giant Dragon, Trade-in, and Cards of Consonance. 2 extremely, extremely awesome reprints. Trade-in has actually, it's probably like $3 when I look at it. Like, most people would say that's ridiculous, it's probably only $1, but still, like, when I look at retail, it's about like $3-5, but thank God I finally have a playset now. And Cards of Consonance as well, which are actually, at least for me, were pretty hard to come by. White Elephant's Gift. 1 for 1, which is another really awesome card I've been needing. Definitely good in this deck for Blue-Eyed Maiden. Monster Reborn, going to be saving this. It will come back, I promise you. I will eat my own shoes if it never comes back within the next 5 years. Draconic Tactics, which is a really cool card. It's really not that useful, but I mean, if you can pull it off, it's pretty sweet. Basically, you contribute 2 Dragon-type monsters on your field, and then you get to special summon a level 8 or higher Dragon-type monster from your deck, which is pretty sweet. Soul Exchange and Swords of Revealing Light, and Enemy Controller, which is not a bad reprint. Castle of Dragon Souls, another new card. Pretty okay at most. I'd run it at 1 if I were to use it at all, which I don't want to say definitely wouldn't, but normally I really wouldn't. What it does is you can banish a Dragon-type monster from your grave and then target 1 monster you control, and that gains 700 attack points. So that's not too bad, but the really sweet thing about this is that it's continuous, so you can keep doing this. I'm pretty sure the attack doesn't stack, but I mean, it's good if you need to like get over something or anything like that. But the really cool thing about it is that when it gets destroyed, you get to target one of your banished Dragon-type monsters and special summon it to the field, which is pretty darn cool if you ask me. Fiendish Chain, which is a very sick reprint. Very awesome to have. I actually don't have any. Great card, you can splash it into many decks. Just really awesome to have, especially now that a lot of the staple traps have been kind of limited. Kunai with Chain, which is always really cool to have. Don't see myself using it, but Kunai with Chain nonetheless. It's a fucking awesome card. Damage Condenser, Call of the Haunted, Compulsory Evacuation Device, which is another awesome reprint. I've been needing some of these. And Champion's Vigilance, which is interesting.